We have pretty much completed all our space planning processes that we can within Revit. We are at a point now where we have done a number of things. We have done the color schemes, and we have also done a number of area plans, and we have put together some schedules as well. So now we're at a point where we can take this information and start thinking about putting it on a piece of paper. One of the things that we're going to go ahead and look at is creating what's called a sheet list. A sheet list basically is kind of an organizational tool that allows you to set up sheets as part of a bit of organization so you can go ahead and use them as you go ahead and you create your views on sheets. What you should be looking at is on the first space plan view, which we're on. And what I want you to do is go over to the View tab and click on there. And what we're going to do is go to Schedules and find Sheet List. Now, in the list properties here, there's only two that we really need to worry about. And it's these two down here. One's called Sheet Name, and the other one is Sheet Number. Go ahead and click on those two and then put them to Add. We're going to take sheet number and we're going to move that up because we want to see that column first. And that way we'll be set up to use this. Secondly, let's go over to sorting and grouping. And we are going to sort basically by sheet number. So all the sheets that we've put in, they're all going to be numeric. Go ahead and press OK. What you should see now is a sheet list that starts off with a sheet number column and a sheet name column. So let's go ahead and add in a couple rows, add in about 3 or 4 here. Now, we're going to change the sheet numbers around. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put in AI space 100. And we're going to give it a name down here, and we're going to call that floor plans. Next one up, we're going to make this one AI 200, and we'll click on that. And this one here, we're going to call elevations. And the next one here is going to be AI 300. And with this one here, we will call this one basically sections. So you can see what I'm doing is I'm giving you quite a lot of room here in this list. Think about this being on your title sheet, where you have your index of sheets, and actually you can use it for that. So if you have floor plans for 3 floors, you would have AI 100, 101, 102, so forth and so on. So we've got that started. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to create a sheet so we can take our views and place them on the sheet. So what we're going to do is go to the project browser, and I want you to find the color scheme by room and click on that. This is the sheet that we're going to take a look at. And we're going now to the View tab, and we're going to come up here and create a new sheet. Now, there's already one that exists within the Revit templates, but we're going to take one of our own and bring it in. So we're going to come over here to Load, and we're going to go to our exercise files, and we'll find it in here. And you'll see now that it's gone ahead and loaded. Now, I've got the sheet highlighted. The other thing is that since I went ahead and put together those sheet lists, I can come in here and pick something like this, where I can say AI 100 and press OK. What will happen is that brings it in. And if you notice, I've got the logo up here. And then down below here, this information kind of gets pre-filled, which is the whole idea behind it. So let's go ahead and actually say something here, because it's not actually a floor plan, it's a color scheme. So I'm going to come in here and highlight this, and I'm going to say color scheme by room. So now we have that set. We can even come down here and change this. If we want to save 100 for something else, I'll just go ahead and put a 1 in there. So it's now AI 101. And we'll kind of zoom out here so we can see this. And let's take a look at what happens with the changes. So we'll come back over to Schedules. Here's the sheet list. You click on it, and you'll see right now that we have color scheme by room is already in there. So we've gone ahead and started our set, and all you have to do is keep on adding to it. You can even, at this point, add additional data rows if you want to go ahead and plan a little bit further. So you can go ahead and do that. Next on our list is, let's go back to our plan. We want to go back to color scheme by room. And it's now time to take this and place it on a sheet. So let's take a look at the sheet that we have. Going down the project browser, you'll find a category called Sheets. Click on it, and you should see the AI101 color schemes. Go ahead and click on it and open it up. So it's very easy at this point. All you have to do is go up the project browser and find the view that you want to place. In this case, here is the color scheme by room. I basically hold down my mouse and then I drag and drop it into place. And there you go. So now it's in place for you to go ahead and print. Basically, we have this in here. You might notice that there is a title. You can basically pick the title up and move the space back and forth. You can even change this if you need to. But basically, you're pretty much done by placing it on a sheet. So at this point, you could go ahead and create additional sheets using the views that you have created here. Don't forget, you can also go ahead and put schedules as well on a sheet